kasih Sir William, sahabat lama, Pakar Nusa dan kawan-kawan. Saya ucap terima kasih. Kita kena buat satu keputusan. Nak dengar ceramah ke nak makan? So I think we will start probably briefly with the discussions, and I will stop at the right time when the food is ready to be served, and then whilst eating, then probably I can entertain some questions. The difficult ones on policy issues, William will answer. I will just deal how to win the election and how to take over the government. That's my now I'm of course very encouraged because there is clearly a change, a new spirit, new awareness, not only new realization but also a sense of commitment. Malaysians all over, from Perlis to Sabah, you find in small towns and even overseas, people have now this new courage to just participate and speak up. We are exercising our basic constitutional right. This country, Malaysia, not the United States, this country, that Malaysia is not the monopoly of a few select UMNO leaders. They don't determine welfare. I hear many of my friends, Chinese, Indians, say, well, UMNO control everything. I'm telling you, not even UMNO. We just the ruling clique of special UMNO putras. My friend YB Kit Siang, for example, popularized the term UMNO putra. I used to joke with them, say, Kit, look, the UMNO guys in the villages, they don't get anything. They just get excited. That's all. So, we are now clamoring for reform. We just want our basic rights back. That is it. I don't preach hatred. I mean, I suffered immensely, of course. I mean, I'm not saying that I did not. I've been deprived of virtually everything. Okay, even my basic rights. I mean, the fact that I was assaulted to near death, no medical treatment, 6 years of solitary confinement. But that's in the past. I can still come out as a free person and say publicly malice towards none. I say I have no inhibitions, personal enmity towards Mahathir. I'm not particularly keen to see or discuss with him, but I'm not that particularly concerned to discuss and lament about the past. We have to move on. Now, if one's acting prime minister could be treated in that manner, that speaks volumes. What's the fate of Teo Beng Hok? A young, committed individual struggling to help Pakatan in Selangor, and they have to face these investigations by the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission over 2,800 ringgit. He wasn't a suspect. He was just a witness. And what happened? Led to his death. And then Kogan, the Indian youth, okay? The police said, well, he was a criminal. Fair. You prove that your case in court. I'm not defending his action as a criminal. But who gives you the right, or the right to the police, to beat him until death, just because they happen to be small fries? So this has to change. Is there an intention, a commitment to change? No. Abdullah Badawi was supported in 2004 because of his beautiful, pious platitudes, impressive pronouncements that we want to undertake reforms in the country. You know, Malaysians are quite gullible too. They say, never mind lah, he has promised, tak apa lah, bagi Chan. Bagi Chan, lagi Jahannam. Okay. Now, Najib came in with some sort of same commitment, although he did not talk too much about rule of law, about anti-corruption, not yet, because I think a lot of questions will be raised. If they say anti-corruption, what about the two Scorpion from the submarines from France? You talk about the rule of law, you talk about the charges levied against him and against Razak. I don't think he can explain. So the only issue now is to give some impressive statements to show that he's basically a reformer. A reformer means what? No. This is what Pakatan Rakyat stands for. Yes, we have problems. It's not easy. Because we have Keadilan, we have DAP, we have PAS. Okay. And they say, how can you have this? Is marriage of convenience? But I must say, and yes, you see from time to time statements issued from sometimes a backbencher in Keadilan and then PAS in Selangor or DAP in Penang. Not the top leaders, but some of the followers, which create some semblance of uncertainty or instability. But let me put it this way. Ours is a democratic exercise. Okay? We must give the latitude and space for people to express. This is a new experiment in Pakatan Rakyat. There are a lot of concerns. Whatever you may say, PAS is an Islamic party. They want to reassure the Muslims that they are for Islam and for the Malays. DAP still remain largely representing the aspirations of the Chinese. So how they articulate issues sometimes reflect their attitude towards the Chinese, and the Malays remain suspicious. Now that puts Parti Keadilan Rakyat in a very difficult position. But I will tell you in all frankness and honesty, I don't have a problem with the DAP, with the leadership. I understand that. We work very well, not only as comrades in the party, but as friends and family members. I disagree with them on issues or whatever we discuss in the team. For the matter of PAS in the leadership. Yes, the statements, disagreement, you will find. But does it reflect fragility of the coalition? No. Yes, there were some problems in Selangor raised by PAS on the issue of sale of alcohol. I don't know alcohol is sold in this restaurant. That's not my problem. As long as I don't drink, you don't serve me. Even you serve me, I will say thank you, I'll blink my eyes. And that's it. I mean, their level of tolerance and understanding must be there. In all my public life, no Chinese or Indian or Hindu or Buddhist or Christian have ever offered me alcohol. That means there is a semblance of understanding and tolerance. And they know that I will not belanja them beer. But we have to accord, because as a Muslim, I understand that it's clear, even in Islamic understanding, that I am not allowed to drink, but non-Muslims are allowed to drink. So in Selangor, non-Muslims in Selangor are allowed to drink. If they are allowed to drink, they must be allowed to sell, otherwise we have got to give them free. Now, if they are allowed to sell, then we have to give space. The state have got to give license to the shop. And it's simple. And this was the decision that we reached in Pakatan Rakyat meeting, in the presence of Hadi Awang, the president of PAS, myself, Kit Siam, and the other leaders. Now, there are some issues in Selangor. Okay. But our decision stands. If, for example, the issue is raised, you want to go to one village in Kelantan to sell alcohol, then we say no. Why create problems? But otherwise, it is a non-issue. Now, it is raised, people speak, and our decision will remain clear. Our problem is because we don't have the media. You know, here, remember Obama's speech in Cairo. I was interviewed by, that week I happened in London. CNN, BBC, Al Jazeera, TV24, Bloomberg. Okay, not TV3 and RTM. Okay. So you must understand, what does the RTM and TV3 do? Is to sow the seed of discord, tension, rancorous exchanges among groups and races. You don't read Utusan Malaysia, the UMNO paper.
And